Hey, Doug Upson here for Doc Sports, and I am about to leave the ballpark here in Glendale, Arizona. The White Sox and A's are playing, and head over to Cleveland in Arizona, down in Goodyear, Arizona. That's where the Cleveland Guardians and the Cincinnati Reds play. So I had a prepared report for you, but evidently I left it at home. So I'm going to do the best of my memory that I can. Now, the one thing, I'm going down there to meet some friends, so that's why I was going to do this now. Some friends from Ohio and from Arizona to enjoy that game and see what goes on. One thing I will tell you though, but I left my notes at home, so I'll do as best as I can by memory. One thing I will say though, one thing I'm looking forward to going down there is I already had one of them here. Now I love a Chicago dog. Okay, I'm not going to deny it. It's one of my favorite things to eat, period. But down there in Goodyear, where the Reds and the Guardians' home is they have what they call an Ohio dog, and that's basically with chili and with cheese. It's really good. Now, it's not a Chicago dog in my opinion, okay? But it's really good. So I'm looking forward to that, to top the evening off with a couple of cold ones on that. So that should be a lot of fun. Now, Arizona, last year, they lost 110 games. They were awful. And I saw a lot of those games, whether it be on television or wherever, and they were a bad team. But you know what? They didn't fire Torey Lovullo as their manager after that, so I think that shows some faith in him. Now, does he got to do better this year? Unquestionably, because they had a disastrous amount of injuries last year, which certainly played into them losing 110 games. I think they'll definitely be better this upcoming season. Not saying, like I said, anywhere close to a 500 team or anything like that, but I think they got some nice players in general. I think their starting pitching will be better just across the board, and they're also in the same division as Colorado, which can only help them. That's for sure. So I think I'm not saying a big play. In fact, not much more than a lean, but I could see the Arizona Diamondbacks. I said 66.5 is their win-loss total. I could see them getting as high as 70. So I don't mind giving out an over on them from that standpoint. The other team, Cleveland, the Guardians. Well, it's an interesting name, and I think you know the background as to where that came from and as to why. It has to do with some of the statues in and around different highways and such. But this year, they have only signed one free agent. And that free agent was signed for less than $1 million a year. So I think, it seems like Cleveland ownership is guarding their money as much as they're doing anything else. I like the pitching staff, Shane Bieber, especially if he's at the top of it for the ace. I think their pitching staff's got some good young pitchers and such, so that's okay. They got a great closer. Close is their closer. Throws 100 plus. He's a straight ahead guy. Throws a lot of heat and has let's call it a serviceable slider. And if that happens to improve, he's going to be really tough to hit. And he's wild enough to keep batters off balance. But the offense, other than Jose Ramirez and their DH, that's about it. Okay, I just don't see anything there. They scored, to me, it was a miracle. They scored 4.4 runs a game last year. I don't think they're going to do that this year. So, but at the same time, because the pitching is good enough, their season win total is 74.5. So from that standpoint, I think they're going to probably be somewhere in the, let's just say 73 to 77 range. I think I said 74.5. I'm sorry, 76.5. I think they're going to be somewhere though in that 73 to 77 range altogether. I just don't. I can't give out a play on this team. There's nothing there that has any value whatsoever. So I'm going to recommend a pass on Cleveland for this upcoming season in terms of win totals. So that's it. 7 games by the end of tonight in 10 days. Shortened spring training. Normally I see about 10 altogether. Try and see every single team. But with the shortened spring training, do what you can do, right? So this is Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. Last year I was the #1 handicapper at Doc's. You can pick up season packages from me or monthly packages right now at discounted prices. So check that out. I'm looking to duplicate what I did last year and see if I can get you some more winners and make people like yourself a lot of money like those that were part of my program last year. So it's been fun. Enjoyed doing all these videos here in Arizona for spring training and covering the Cactus League. And I'll be covering some regular season games as we go along and having some fun too. So this is Doug Upton for Doc Sports. Until next time, I'm out.